Jeffrey and Judith. Congratulations on season 4 of Transparent.
Thank you.
Jeffrey, let's start with you. Now, Maura gets to travel to Israel and discovers a big family secret. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect from her this season.
She is lecturing. She tells her students, she says, I want you to watch my lecture. And she actually does this. And I actually do this in my life when I think about that. And while over there, she finds out people who she thought were not alive are alive. It changes it. The family comes over, and it's a fabulous season. I think it's our best. There are things on the table that are being discussed and moves in this family that are amazing. I saw a little bit last night. We were at an event, and they showed 2 episodes, and I was looking at it, and I was just saying, there are scenes that I've never seen on television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Judith, Shelley joins an improv class and moves in with her son. What are some of the things we can expect from her?
And hilarity ensues. No, you're watching a human being who has closed herself off, shut herself down, not been able to find her voice, very awkwardly moving through the world now for the first time without a man in her life, to work to find herself and the continuation of that voice. Now, of course, she does it very clumsily and not in the most advantageous way to herself nor to her son, but she's finding her way, which has been kicked off by Maura's moving in the direction that she has moved in. And I think Shelley sees that and sees what it's like to become one's true self, and she wants that.
Yeah.
Well said.
I was interested to hear a little bit of your perspective. Obviously, the political situation in the real world has changed a lot for trans people since season 3. I think, Jeffrey, when you won the Emmy, there was this sort of sense that things were always getting better for trans people, and now maybe that feels like it's not the case. I think
a few people are trying to get something done that shouldn't be done. I'm totally opposed to it. I think the populace in general is, you're talking about the military, is keeping the status quo and not changing. I think that will right itself. On the other hand, it makes me drive a little faster to Paramount Studio to get our work done, because enough of this nonsense. These are people who are defending the country and need to be respected, and I just don't agree. Nor would Maura. Maura would be furious. So both Maura and I are furious. As is Judy.
Yeah, I guess I am very, very upset in relation to it. But my upsettedness isn't useful. The only way in which it's useful is that, like Jeffrey says, we drive faster to Paramount. There are actions to be taken. We get to be in a show like this, and we get to talk to you, and we get to say the things that we feel about it in relation to it. We get to take, what did you say last night? You said advocacy is action?
Action.
And
implies
so
action.
it implies action, and so we have the ability to have some action in relation to this and speak to the concern that we have.
Well, it's really interesting that our show has such a comic slant to it, and I think laughter and satire exposes. It certainly exposes. There's ignorance before hatred, and we get to educate, and we also get to expose the haters through laughter. And enough of this. Enough of this. Enough. We have the agenda is one that's very important. Don't let him bother you.
And we're talking about true courage and true service and true altruism, and it's being tossed aside in a very cavalier way that is you just said, I never heard you say that before, and it's really powerful. It's before hatred. Ignorance is the first step, and we must make sure that the that the ignorance is dispelled in order for the hatred to be
My
dispelled.
daughter came to this set when she was 9 years old. I was a little nervous. I went, "Ooh, gosh, Daddy, ooh, gee, let me show you." And she said, "Daddy, I understand. The character you play is more comfortable being a woman." That's from the mouth of a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
So everybody needs to get in step. And the X's and the Y's and the Z's, they're not going to truck with any of this nonsense. So these older fellas, they need to move aside.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to both of you on the new season of Transparent.
Thank you so much.